my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cory, you got a lot of kids riding on this. This is a video of him with her. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna leave it Discord. I'm leaving Discord. I'm leaving Discord. Or I'm gonna deafen. Oh my god, this is cooked. This is cooked. Okay, I need to make sure my sound is good. Okay. All right. You said good games. Oh, this can't be real. Okay, okay. Let's just listen. Let's just listen. Apparently, Cory essayed his girl and some other shit. All right.
This is not a cancellation attempt in any way, shape, or form. This is me speaking about some allegations that I saw surface on my timeline that I personally wholeheartedly believe that YouTuber Coryxkenshin needs to address in any way,
This is
shape,
GG.
or form.
This is GG.
If these allegations are proven by him in any way, shape, or form beyond a shadow of a doubt to be completely and utterly fabricated, I will have no issue in removing this video and issuing a retraction / apology. No jokes, we're gonna be dead serious.
Pre-game. If this is real, the internet is cooked. Like, there's gonna be so many kids that's gonna grow up with trust issues because of you, Cory. Like, please respond
to this one, because this is a serious topic. Coryxkenshin is a notable
holy fuck
that spreads peace and positivity and his Christianity above all else.
We good with sound?
And known to have an image of being a pretty good dude, all things considered. One thing I want to get clear: I don't know Coryxkenshin. You don't know Coryxkenshin. None of us do.
Hold on, bitch. What if I do know him? I'm just joking.
As people who enjoy and support Coryxkenshin and his content, let's get that clear. I don't know what he's like behind the scenes, so I can't say for certain if this.
You said it. If this is real, we only got Dashy, RDC, Berleezy, and a few left. Okay, here's my thing. I seen that some with Berleezy, right? I've seen like he had like a post recently where he was like, what? If you see like him hanging out with his friends, you could tell like they have an on-camera hangout like behavior and off-camera hangout behavior, because they make a lot of sexual jokes off camera, especially Berleezy. What scares me the most is I am afraid of the idea that, because you know Mari's there. Mari was at some point a jit, and I am afraid that he was making jokes similar to this with Mari, and like one day Mari like goes crazy. You're saying I'm seeing the screenshots on Twitter? This shit is fuck. Send me the screenshots. Send me, put them in Discord right now. I want to see them. But yeah, no, like that's like where Berleezy goes. RDC, if they were to get canceled, they'd probably get canceled for some like, I don't know, something happened at DreamCon. But if Dashy gets canceled, Dashy got canceled because something he did back before he was famous on YouTube. That's where I predict if like cancellations were to occur to these people. That I seen that. Can you please send that to me? Can you please send it to me? Can you please send it on Discord? I need to see that. Okay, he did. W. Shot of fire. Okay. Coryxkenshin 2. So, okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to f your life up some more. What? That was a joke. Jeez, LOL. I was just asking. Okay, Cory doesn't even curse. That's tough. If he, yo, that's tough. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. Could he have been hacked? Is there more screenshots? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we've seen this one. Because I wanted you. Wanted me how? Like how I had you. Like in a relationship type of way or something else. Like something else. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. Okay? But I guess I was just a good fuck for you. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just gonna ask you out. Nah. I mean, you were. Oh, you were a good fuck. Crazy. But that's not all you were. Anyway, doesn't matter. You're with someone. Why does it sound like Sean? Cory fucks? He's 30 something. He better. This sounds like some shit I'd see Sean say. I'm not going. Okay. That's how it felt at the time. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you, it's something I just don't do with anymore. What? You wouldn't have let me fuck again, LOL. No, I wouldn't. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck anymore. Double bummer. Okay. Difference between you and I is I thought. The difference between you and I though is that I don't do it with just anyone because I was abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or anything, or feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that. I was gonna say, I don't think she was talking about him. I think there's a little, because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Okay, let's stop. We're overdoing it. It is a culture shock that Coryxkenshin is human and has sex with girls, right? Dyed-haired girls. Okay, cool. It is. He did not essay a girl. If this is all we're going off of, this is a girl who he was probably dating who had residual issues in the past, but he was just using her to have sex. That's not really sexual abuse. It just sounds like a girl who's heartbroken because she thought a man was with her, but instead he just wanted to fuck.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
It's really weird hearing him talk like this because this is a whole different version of him. Oh, the video is bad.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
He did
He was probably just joking.
something, and I'm
Who's Cory? Cory is a YouTuber who has millions of subscribers. He's very entertaining. Whatever. I think he's just joking here. I don't think he actually did
gonna
anything.
find out.
I think he's got a dark sense of humor. There's the same nigga that in one of his videos with Amanda the Adventurer, he said he liked cream pies. So I don't put it past him to make jokes like this. It's just kind of wild to hear him say words like fetish. Are you okay? The green screen fell. Fix the legs to make them straight, baby. Okay? Yeah. I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me help. Coco down like shit. Hold on. You good, baby? Okay. I just heard thud and Coco goes, oh shit. Coco got it. That was the equivalent of, can you help me? I'm stuck in a dryer. But like not. Okay, we're back. Fix the cam a little bit. Bow. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta finish hearing this.
On the next episode of Nami Vlog.
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
I don't think. Okay. Let's have a dialogue. Okay. Nothing here shows signs of. Yeah, she was clearly joking about it on the video. Nothing here shows signs of SA allegations. Probably sucking her toes while you sleep. I don't think he did anything. I think he was just joking. He knows there is a camera there. He knows she's recording. I think he was just joking. I don't think he did anything in her sleep. I think he was just joking. I think they joke like that. This is a problem I have in this world, okay? This is why dating is so hard on the internet. When you're dating someone, right? What y'all say is like jokes between y'all because that's your best friend, right? Y'all make jokes. You know what I'm saying? Let me point out, this is a girl who said she's been essayed before, right? So why is she not uncomfortable in recording him making jokes about him, insinuating he essayed her? Let's not be stupid. Also, no one sleeps through sex. You wake up, you automatically wake up into sex. You don't just sleep through it unless you're like drunk as fuck. So that's not what happened. It's clearly insinuated that that's not happening. Also, I'm pretty sure they fucked that night. I'm pretty sure what happened is they had sex, they went to sleep, and then they woke up the next night because he said that they clearly stayed in the same bed that night. So they probably fucked, she went to sleep after. So he probably already got his nut off and he was probably just joking at that point. So let's not be stupid. Okay? It's clear And that's the better insinuation given the fact that she said that nigga was basically using her for sex. I don't think this is a great allegation. I think niggas need to knock it off. I think because it's Coryxkenshin, niggas are surprised that he has fuckboy tendencies. Listen, that nigga is a millionaire. He's going to have fuckboy. Why fuck with a chick who previously got SA'd, nigga did it to himself? A lot of times people have this Superman mindset where, and this works a lot, right? If a girl tells you something vulnerable, it makes you want to like them more because they opened up to you. And a lot of men fall for this trap. I can't tell you how many times I've been talking to a girl, she opened up to me about something crazy, and then she tried to fuck me that night. That's just a common occurrence. But like on that same note, I think this is just a situation where we're finding out that Cory is a freakazoid. It's no surprise he like white girls, but we're finding out he's a freakazoid. I don't know why we're surprised about that. The nigga's a freak. All right, nigga fucks. Now him cursing, crazy. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised that Cory cusses off the internet. And what niggas say on the internet, what niggas do on the internet is fake. It's not who they really are. You know what I'm saying? This is why Cory doesn't stream often, because he knows that bits and pieces of him would really get revealed on his stream. Same with niggas like Berleezy. They know that they have to be in a certain mode and they have to keep up this persona of them consistently on the internet, especially if you're doing YouTube. So we're not surprised at all that Coryxkenshin fucks. I don't know why that's even like a topic. This is what I think from this video. This is my deduction, okay? Because niggas saying this is bad, they're on dick. It's bad because it's Cory. And I talked about this previously a long time ago. If you were a piece of shit, this video would mean nothing to you. You'd get hit with L's, L, dick suck, L, get his dick out your mouth, L, you just want clout. But because you have an environment like Cory's, where they look at him more as like a outstanding citizen who doesn't do anything wrong, this is considered like devastating. I think this is an assassination of his character. I don't think this is an assassin. I don't think this is him essaying. This is not an assassination of him. This would just mean niggas look at him a little different. This should be treated the same way that niggas was treating Sketch. Not the cancel part, but the after part where niggas was making memes. That's how that should be treated. This is clearly a girl who got broken up with, thought there was more than just a quick nut, and then he wanted to swing back for one more, maybe a few more. I don't think he abused her or nothing like that. Based off this evidence, I don't think he abused her or nothing like that. I think those allegations are false. I also don't think she made these allegations, nor was she intending to make these allegations, but she was clearly intending to assassinate his character. She tried to assassinate his character on some weird shit. But this happens. And this goes back to what I was gonna say, but my girl fell. Dating online will do this to you. If you are an online persona and you date someone, you have to trust in their maturity to not go off and do weird shit like post your dirty laundry on the internet. That is not applicable. That is not possible. It's gonna happen. It's dating. We're talking to people who are immature. And I'm not gonna bash her, right? She was clearly heartbroken and she made a super post. Heartbroken from something that happened over a year ago. So she was clearly heartbroken about it. The nigga probably made her feel like a nice, like good, made her feel happy, all this, that, and the third. But we need to take accountability, okay? You allow the precedence of we're just gonna fuck a lot in this relationship. It is what it is. You made that environment. Because I'm pretty sure during all those times, you didn't say no. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is any type of allegation. And I'm not saying, oh, she probably didn't know, believe all victims. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying in a relationship, boundaries can be set. And she wasn't trying to set any boundaries. She probably liked it just as much as he did. She probably says she doesn't want to have sex with him no more because he's hurt. But I'm not going to lie. We've all had an ex like this where if we spun back on the ex, she'll say this at first, then you can finesse her and get back into it. So let's stop. Let's stop with this narrative that he's essaying a girl. She probably didn't post it with that intention. She probably just posted it to make him like a dickhead. And instead, it got even worse than she thought. So I believe if she didn't make this allegation herself, she's going to come out and say that's not what happened. But these screenshots don't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if she would have came here and she would have like cooked up and actually like had like, see, this is like a good example of what I think. He's so abusive, he came in my mouth and didn't want to talk to me again. That's what I'm saying. You know, he doesn't deserve this. Yeah, he's not a pedophile. The person who said it retracted his statements because I don't think this is what a pedo thing. Yeah, see, this isn't like, You know, like, come on now. Yes, like, come on. Like, what are we talking about? But I do think I think he can't really come out here like Jesus. If I'm Cory, I'm getting on my next video and I'm cursing. I'm just gonna drop the curse. Hey guys, I'm a fucking adult. And GG's. You know what I'm saying? Y'all even called her cancer announcement passive aggressive and laughed. Okay, so this poor girl probably has cancer, but that doesn't have anything to do with him. It really doesn't. I don't see a universe where this is something bad. This is what I want to see. If I'm Cory and I'm trying to negate these allegations, all I gotta do, drop the screenshots of us talking when we were dating. I've seen him curse before in a Dashy video. Riley. I didn't even know that was a thing, but whatever. Drop the allegations. Like if I was him, to avoid all allegations, I would just drop screenshots of y'all talking while y'all were in a relationship. Because I guarantee y'all niggas was talking like nasty niggas. Saying, hey, look, guys, this was fully consensual. This is just a girl who's heartbroken. And when you're heartbroken against someone who has power, someone who has internet, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to do shit like this. I don't know why the world is blind to this. I don't understand why people don't look at it this way. Why don't you ever look at it like I know there's a believe all victims thing and everything, but we can't sit here and act like majority of the people who are low down enough to give themselves to a person on the internet because they have clout are also not going to be low enough to get their own clout or assassinate a person's character if they don't like them. Listen, you can have all the enemies in the world that wish death upon you, but your biggest enemy in your entire life is going to be your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. That one of y'all niggas are going to not like the fact that y'all broke up, and y'all going to have a form of hatred, and that hatred is going to be deep. That hatred is going to be evil. And honestly, I see niggas all the time who post shit like this on the internet, and the nigga's not even like well known. They're just doing it because they're immature and they don't know how to handle shit like a big boy and a big girl. This is not one of those things. I think she's kind of a terrible person for doing this because she didn't have to do it this way. She could have just had a conversation with him. Like, if she would have said something like, hey, I don't want to talk to you no more, whatever. Shit, if she just blocked him, that would have worked too. So I don't understand, like, you know? It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's not like this nigga actually raped her because she responded to the nigga. If there's a nigga that you've been victimized by, you don't respond to them. You block them. You go to therapy. You do normal people shit. You don't talk to them no more. If I'm getting any type of abuse of any kind, that person stays far away from me. And like I said before, I am a rape victim. That person, I have not seen that person since I was 15. Okay? So I don't want to hear people, and I was 15 years old doing that. I was a 15-year-old, and even I had a common sense enough to know if someone's doing something to me unruly, never see them again because they're just going to keep doing the unruly things to you. So I don't understand this mindset of people trying to come after Cory for this. But let's just see the video and let's see what they're talking about, because I don't know.
That he would or would not do. Let's go. So, if we scroll back to right about here.
I thought my shit canceled, but his game just crashed. Okay.
Now, this video is entirely based off the ongoing bacon avocado trend on TikTok, where essentially someone says bacon avocado really fast and then follows it up with some sort of the punchline, right?
Can I hear the video?
And in the caption of this post, we see.
Also, she's making TikToks, by the way, guys. She's making TikToks. She probably makes a lot of TikToks, by the way. Just want to know. I don't know how I feel about this being exposed in a TikTok trend. She knew it would get clicks. She followed a TikTok trend. She knew it would get clicks. And it got exactly what she was looking for. And you know why? Because she's a girl. Because she looks cute. Because some of these niggas here would smash. Don't look at this nigga right here, Solomon Itachi. Tell me he wouldn't want a girl like this. I'm not trying to belittle her. I'm just saying. The fact that she did it in a TikTok trend makes it even worse because it's clear she's trying to be a content creator and this is a good way to get your name. Let me take you guys back to the nigga who got rid of R. Kelly. What was his name? Hannibal something? He was a comedian and he was the one that was fully in charge of eviscerating R. Kelly. Don't get me wrong. R. Kelly deserved to get eviscerated. But that nigga is famous to this day. Hannibal Buress or some shit, he's famous to this day over doing that. So it is very likely that you can gain clout from exposing a nigga. I am sorry.
Please be kind. This took everything in me to share. Most of my TikToks are joy, laughter, and moments with my friends. That's how people know me. So if you're seeing this and wondering why it's different, it's because it is. I'm not doing a story time. My anxiety won't let me speak out this loud. So I wrote this and said, the letter will be posted in multiple parts. Part 1 of the letter will drop later. Part 2 will include the rest plus the receipts that go with what I wrote. I don't know if I need more parts yet, so this is on standby for now. This wasn't easy. This is one of the things
Hashtag trending, hashtag FYP, hashtag for you, hashtag content creator X, hashtag Coryxkenshin, hashtag YouTube behind the scenes, hashtag M, hashtag my story E. This was a full attempt to expose a nigga on the internet. This was a full attempt to expose a nigga on the internet. But let's continue. If I see more evidence, I take everything I said back. But from the evidence we've seen so far, all you're showing me is a nigga just a freak. My go Dasher got 0 controversies, by the way. He stays away from people because he probably knows people like this exist.
Besides my TNBC story. Then here we can see what exactly is TNBC. And triple negative breast cancer is an aggressive type of invasive breast cancer. TNBC differs from other type of invasive.
I'm sorry, she's got breast cancer. That's not her fault. That is really sad.
Breast cancer, and that
I'm not picking on a person because they're a cancer kid. I'm talking crazy on a person because they're doing something very immature and wrong. Unless, of course, there's more evidence that I haven't seen yet. I don't cut through. I don't sit in the bullshit. I cut through it. If there's bullshit, I won't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm not gonna give my opinion because I'm afraid of the internet bullying me. No, I believe in what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and this is wrong from what I've seen so far. Using a TikTok trend to gain interactions, farm views, putting that nigga in your hashtag, putting YouTube in your hashtag. And we know how influential Cory is because there's literally a person who made a whole channel in Korea based off of it. Tatiana Frost, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, probably 99,000 now because she stopped posting a long time ago, but she literally became famous because of Coryxkenshin. Literally all of her videos are about Cory and she got famous. So there's clout to be had by that nigga's name.
Tends to have a worse zone, too much, right?
I don't want to talk too much about this. My mom is a survivor of breast cancer, so I have a sweet spot for that.
Actually, get this,
and I don't want to be reminded of how my mom went through this. I don't want to. But I do feel sorry for her, and I do hope she's able to overcome it.
Actually, worse disease. Mostly exists as event post talking about.
I was never a part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers eat the whole man of fate image, but faith without basic decency isn't faithful. The truth about your favorite YouTuber, and then you use
Nami's frustrations and the individual that Coryxkenshin.
I need to see the other things. When I met you, I was at the lowest point of my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how I love myself after going so long without it. I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen. Like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore. Your attention made me feel seen. Okay. I just want to highlight certain words, certain keywords. Your attention made me feel seen. Even if it's fake, it would still put a crazy stain on nigga name. George not found got cooked because a girl accusing him, and even when he answered it with a really good response, exposing inconsistency in the story and stuff, niggas still got on her side, and he was hated for a moment. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. If Cory can refute this really well, this woman will get no clout. 0. If he refutes this well, he gets no clout. Also, woman, it is not his fault, and it's not any man's fault that you decided to let a nigga smash when you were at your lowest time. That is nobody's fault. Don't try to put that out like that's their fault. That nigga don't know what you're going through at the time. He didn't even know you. He met you in the moment. He didn't know anything about your life. So if you let him smash in that moment, that is not his fault. It's simple.
And how they met. She specifically outlines in this image right here. Even
right now, so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body. Like it just happened yesterday. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm not writing this because I still care. Okay. Let's push it on. This nigga is just chatting a little bit.
Now
Okay.
we delve into part 2.
Part
Part
2,
two is the-
where it gets worse. Okay.
And the ninja's saying,
Okay, so this is the I want to fuck your life up some more. Okay. There's two ways that now that we've got more kind of text, there's two ways that I'm trying to fuck your life up some more can be. I'm trying to fuck your life up some more can be how niggas like this shit looks like a cry for clout for real. I don't want to even go there yet. But I wanna fuck your life up some more. Doesn't have to mean I genuinely want to fuck your life up some more. We've all seen those memes of like, oh, this person could ruin my life. This person can do this to my life. They clearly make jokes about him doing stuff to her while she was sleeping. Nigga was clearly joking. The nigga even said he was joking. She clearly knew he was joking. I don't know why she's being funny.
okay, so what's up? You're still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because
She didn't even say that he threw her off because he want to fuck her life up some more. She said he threw her off because of the cursing.
I'm trying to fuck your life up. That's why it threw me off. And then
You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking me made you feel powerful. Because you knew I used to let you in. Because you counted on the damage you did to keep me soft. Because you thought I'd be too broken to bite back. I need to know what she's talking about to make it seem like that. Okay, because I wanted me how. Okay, this is the shit we already read. But I'm gonna read it again now that we have more context. Drizzy already wanted to ruin her life. Every girl has said it. Because I wanted me how. Okay, when she said wanted me how, she thought he meant like sex. Like in a relationship or something else. Like something else. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. There's something wrong with having a girl and saying you want to fuck them.
like in a
Especially if they let you fuck.
relationship type way.
Multiple times.
So say relationship.
Okay. And this is I guess I was just a good fuck for you. I see you. Hi. Yes. So this is pretty clear, right? This is a damaged girl. All right, let me tell you, I'm gonna wrap this up to what I got so far based off everything she said. This was a damaged girl who somebody else fucked up her life. Then she met Cory, and when she met Cory, he probably seen what I would have seen in this situation. This girl is probably not right in the head. This girl probably has problems, and this is probably not a girl I want to be in a relationship with. But then you probably had sex, and the sex was good, so you stayed, and you kept on having sex over and over again. This sounds like every story of every baby daddy, every baby daddy ever, with the exception that he didn't, nut in her, make a kid. That's what this sounds like to me.
I thought you meant. That's how that with you is just something I just can't do. The same.
I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck anymore. Double bummer. The I don't fuck anymore. Double bummer thing. 100% just sounds like some shit that I this sounds like some Sean shit. I wouldn't say it though. It's kind of loser behavior, but it's a little corny. But that doesn't really make you a bad person. I don't see where that goes. But continuing on, difference between me and you is I thought hold on. The difference between you and me though is that I don't do it with just anyone because okay, I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. Okay, so nigga probably a thought, and she's saying that when she has sex with someone, it's not about being a thought. So I guess. So it sounds like this is just a girl who's okay. So what this sounds like to me is she hates that nigga is on the internet, flourishing, making money, being a positive figure while simultaneously fucking someone who he probably deemed as trash and only a good fuck. And now she's trying to expose him because that. The only thing Shawty has shown me from all these clips is that she lets anybody fuck. That's what she showed unironically. Because clearly you allowed some level of fuckery to go on with this guy to the point that he's able to think he can just hit you back up and fuck whenever he wants. Because that's what this was an attempt to do. This is an attempt for him to hit her back up and fuck. So I think there needs to be a little bit of accountability. I think Cory's a freak, but we're not exposing niggas in 2025 for being fuckboys. Especially rich niggas. Why are we surprised a rich nigga is out here wanting to fuck on hoes? Because that's what he thought you were. He thought you were a hoe. And you probably gave him a lot of reason to think that way. I don't know everything in a relationship, but this is just what I'm seeing from what you provided to me. And I'm not a Cory fan. I'm not a Cory stan. None of that shit. Not at all. I don't got nothing to do with Cory. Look. This is my channel right here. Look, hold on. If I go to, hold on. Okay, get me out of the studio, please. Get me out of the studio, please. How do I go back home? Let me just do YouTube. If I go to YouTube, right? And then I go to Coryxkenshin. Yeah. No, I looked him up previously for the allegations and shit. I'm not subscribed to that nigga. I'm not subscribed to that nigga. There's no subscription to this nigga. I don't watch him. I don't do none of that. All right. I don't got no views on this nigga. So I'm not a fan of him. So let's go ahead and knock that off because that's not what I'm doing here, right? I'm simply somebody who is reading this with a clear brain and not just being mind controlled by whatever this is.
That for you to feel against yourself, you know I was an essay.
Do you hear yourself? What? What do you say that? What are you talking about? Do you hear yourself? You knew I survived SA. You know how hard it was to feel safe in my own body, and you use that as leverage just to remind me how far you've gotten. What do you mean? He didn't do that in this message. Threw it in my face like I should be flattered. Am I retarded? Because I'm about to, like, I'm like close to crashing out. Like, I'm not gonna crash out, but I'm close. Because you're the one who brought up the SA thing, not him. You brought that shit up. What are you talking about? He threw it in your face. All he said is he didn't know he got lumped into the same category as that guy. Like, what? What do you mean he threw it in your face? You brought it up.
Survivor.
Get the fuck on. Okay, hold on. This is something else. Okay. So I guess this is something we didn't see. Backpedal. You were never used for sex. I need to make sure you understand that I loved you. Like I said, didn't have my shit together. You love me. How is that possible? Okay, so he clearly tried to backpedal, point out that what you're saying isn't right. Whatever the case, whether I believe him or not, I don't really believe that nigga. Niggas are niggas. They'll say whatever they want to get back in their pants. And simple.
Together, you love me. How is that possible?
Then you had a nerve to say I loved you back then. I just didn't have my shit together. Really? You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, the every. This one right here is all the exposure we need. He said he didn't have his shit together, like mentally, potentially mentally. You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. She just right there circled exactly what she considers to be good in life. Highest priority in her life is this. So let's make sure we got this right. Based off of her own statements, her highest priority in life is to, like, she believes that everything is considered winning when you have the money, the platform, the fans, the house, and the car. That is what she thinks. Now tell me that doesn't sound like someone who's trying to go out and get it herself. Tell me that's not someone who's trying to go out and get it herself. You just went out there and pointed out that what matters to you the most, even if you have mental shit going on, what matters to you the most is the money, the cars, the platform, all of that. Money in the cars in the hoes. That, yeah, nigga. Drake, that's what you just did. Fuck out of here. You had every tool to be a decent human, and you still chose to be careless with someone you claimed you loved. So this is not expose. This is just someone who got the wrong end of the stick in a relationship with a fuckboy. That's what I'm hearing. I didn't have my shit together either, but I still showed up with heart, with honesty, with care. I never used my chaos as an excuse to mindfuck someone else. Okay?
You could have all the money in the world at this point, right? Makes it worse.
Oh wait, he said something interesting.
Has experience with Coryxkenshin, and I don't, so that could just be me. I don't know this part, right? Makes it worse. Something else.
Hold on. No. Go back.
Individual pick hole. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think this point low key is lost on me. Not like trying to like pick holes in her story, but I just think you could have all the money in the world, but you could still be depressive. You could still be a loser.
Fucking thank you. This stupid. Ooh. This just sounds like someone who's trying to get a quick buck and get her name out there for him. This ain't even sexual harassment and abuse. It just looks like hit and run. It is. This sounds like it was 100% voluntary hit and run. This was everything and more that screams, I let a nigga fuck. And I and he got clout and shit, and then I got my heart broken, so now I want to ruin his life. That's what this sounds like to me. We cannot keep allowing things to happen. We cannot keep allowing it to be like this, where you're just trying to clout chase because you know it'll work, because you're a girl on the internet. You are clearly showing everyone here that you only care about, in your words, the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car. Don't come out here trying to make it look like something else it isn't. You're not exposing anyone. You're exposing yourself for being easy. That's what you're doing. You're just trying to garner sympathy because you let a nigga fuck, and now that nigga don't want nothing to do with your ass. And then when he comes back because he thinks you were a quick nut, now you want to get mad. That's what that sounds like to me. Sounds like you didn't have a self-care. You didn't have awareness in yourself, love for yourself, and you let a nigga have sex. And then you was dating that nigga, and then when he was done with you, he left you. That's what that sounds like to me. And don't get me wrong, I think he needs to hold accountability for being a shitty person, but I don't think his platform needs to be gone. There's a difference between you're a piece of shit and your platform needs to go. Most of these famous niggas you know out here are deadbeat dads, but that's not cancelable. That's not something that's exposed. She didn't expose anything. She just pointed out that this nigga's a piece of shit. Something that we probably already speculated in our mind. What's up, pretty girl? Let me kiss. I love you. Anyway, let me go back to it real quick.
You could be like DDG, having all the money in the world does not being brought up. Makes it worse. Person has experience that something else started happening to me because
Wait, hold on.
I don't know.
Okay. What would you do if the nurse called your name and the moment you sat down, the world stopped making sense? Okay, so in the same, okay. I think this person is a little manipulative. This is manipulation. After you get your point out, you throw out something to garner sympathy, like you having breast cancer. This sounds kinda manipulative. Like, I get it, right? Don't get me wrong. Breast cancer is a bitch, and I'm really sad. But if you're throwing it around like this and using, let's psychoanalyze, right? You allowed a nigga to make a joke about touching you in your sleep, and you had no issue with it. And according to the caption of that video, you didn't even acknowledge that it was a bad thing. You more so acknowledged that you felt like he didn't care about you. You didn't acknowledge how he joked about you getting SA'd or nothing like that. You acknowledged that he didn't care about you, right? So it shows me that if you getting SA'd was something that truly happened to you, which I'm not doubting it did, right? It shows me that you don't actually care as much, or rather, you don't really care to like it doesn't mean as much to you. If you're able to let someone joke about something that you claim to be one of the worst things that ever happened in your life, then what's stopping me from thinking that, you know what I'm saying, like that this isn't just a sign of like manipulation. This was, hey, this nigga smashed and dashed and spun back and I don't like it. By the way, I have breast cancer. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The video's captioned the truth about your favorite YouTuber, and now we're talking about her breast cancer. What makes it worse is how people still praise you. How many don't know who you really are? How many built their platforms just by orbiting yours? Okay, again, here we go. This is the money shot right here. She's watching him succeed in the fruits of his labor, and she's mad about it. This is a clear sign that she's not someone that got damaged by him. She's mad that he isn't hers anymore. That's what this is. She's mad that she can't call him his. She's mad that if she lets him smash, he's just gonna leave her. That's what this is. What you're talking about right now, it's not him as a person, but rather you're mad that he's not deplatformed. That's what you sound like. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And while all of that was happening, something else started happening to me.
Something else started happening to me because at the same time,
what would you? Okay, this is the nurse thing. Okay,
he was diagnosed with TN. Like I can't.
You're staring at the doctor's mouth, and it sounds okay. So now she goes into even more about her breast cancer. Okay,
ain't even like, but make sure there's, and then during this time she talked about.
I reached out to people not for comfort but for closure, because when you survive trauma like mine and you're forced to face the possibility that the story could end, again, this is more sympathy garnering. Listen. Let me make sure I make something clear. I'm not dismissing her physical and emotional situation. What she's going through is very serious. Like I said, my mom had breast cancer. My mom is a survivor. I was there at 16 watching my mom potentially dying to breast cancer. So I'm not going to sit there and say that that's not a big deal. It's a huge deal. But you're delivering it on a video called The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber, where you're trying to expose someone. This is a clear sign of sympathy garnering. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's only going to work because you're a lady. It is. People are going to talk shit to you and everything because you're a pretty girl. That's it. And it's also because Cory's fan base is not in the WL community. Because the WL community sees this shit, they are shitting on her. They're telling her to take her life. Because they know what this is. This is bullshit. Anyone with a brain knows this is bullshit. But unfortunately, I think the Coryxkenshin fan base is considered of more children than adults. So they don't know what to believe. They don't understand what this means. They're still trying to understand what that is. Some of them are going to be conflicted by your posts. Not thinking is Cory a rapist or whatever, but more so, is this guy really that bad? When reality, they're going to grow up and find out, oh, normal niggas do this. So I reached out to you. I didn't reach out because I was weak. I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage with me. Unfinished damage. Okay.
I wasn't reveal ever. What did you say?
That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. LOL. I need her to show us the message of her telling him. See, here we go. A selective screenshotting. Selective screenshotting. She didn't screenshot what she said because she probably did something like she did here. She probably did something like she did on this TikTok where she doesn't show full evidence. She just shows what she wants to show. This is clear manipulation to anybody who watches it. And if you eat this up, congratulations. Any woman in this world can manipulate you. Any man in this world can manipulate you because you fall for shit like this. Ask her. There's so many questions. Hey, what did you say to make him say that? Because in this video, you went from talking about how you want to expose him for being a piece of garbage to I have breast cancer. This video is the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. So, I mean, like, am I wrong for saying that? No, because the video is titled The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber. It's pretty consistent with who you are.
That was the most passive aggressive, especially when you've...
Hold on. Oh, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Don't try to draw yourself like this person who's a goody two shoes or who's not out here getting fucked when your profile picture is you wearing sexual clothes like this. By the way, let's not be stupid. Look at what you're wearing, young lady. If I don't know anything about you, I think you got an OnlyFans, my nigga. On top of that, you put that you're a TNBC survivor, so you don't even have it anymore. So you're just using it to garner more clout and sympathy. Fascinating. You're using bacon avocado TikTok trends to talk about your relationship problems. Fascinating. You then, and let's be real. Let's be real. Aside from this video, whatever this random video is, right? Hi, Bree. Aside from this video, whatever this is, this clearly got her the most views. In recent viewing, a video with Coryxkenshin got her the most views. This video about Coryxkenshin got her the most views. Fuck it. Let's keep on sending them out. Get more views. Get monetized. Let's stop being stupid. Let's stop being stupid. I'm sick of people like this trying to act like whatever. You could be, let's pause. Let's pause. Let's take it back even more. You're supposed to be an SA survivor. So sex is supposed to be something that like you hold strong to, right? Like you're supposed to be an SA survivor. You say you don't have sex with people. What SA survivor do we know dresses up like this? for public people to see. I wear big clothes. I've always worn big clothes. Why do you think I wear big clothes for? Because I don't feel comfortable in my own skin anymore because I got raped when I was 15. So what are we talking about, nigga? Are we stupid? Come on, bro. This is not what, like, I'm not even gonna say she didn't, right? She probably did. Like I said, I don't know that story. I'm not gonna say it. But tell me that someone who does this makes a TikTok avocado video and mentions one of the most biggest YouTubers in the world, and then goes on to make exposés of him just treating her like a quick nut and then saying like he damaged her as like something. Did you do this with other niggas? Did you do, you clearly did it with Cory because you told him. You told him about how you were raped once. Where's that video? Where's the video about that nigga? Where's the expose on that nigga? Oh, you didn't make one because you didn't have a platform. Fascinating. Interesting.
Presenting yourself as a very stand-up individual, and then we have part 3 where Nami outlines.
So I asked, "Oh, you're a fan of Coryxkenshin?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not." She followed with why. It came off as a curious question, like maybe she knew more than she was letting on, but I wasn't about to assume. She kept it short. So I kept it short. We dated. It didn't work out. It's probably the truth. I didn't realize how she even found me until later. After that post in our conversation, something felt off. So I did some digging and she saw she was following you on Xbox. That's when it clicked. She must have found me through Xbox. I don't know how many others she did that with. At the time, she hadn't done anything weird. She seemed nice. Just another follower showing support. We had light conversations, nothing alarming. She liked some posts, message here and there, okay? And when you're a creator and that kind of thing happens all the time, so I didn't overthink. Okay, she's a creator, so she makes shit. I think she has an OnlyFans. I am afraid to look her up because I'm afraid she might have an OnlyFans link. But the vibe was off. Like she was watching more than connecting. I didn't have proof, just a gut feeling, and I should have listened to it.
Someone who was affiliated with Coryxkenshin.
Another time, okay.
Finding them through an Xbox profile.
Okay.
And
then the anonymous IG account showed up. They started calling her out directly. At first, the way they worded it made it sound like I was part of the problem too, but that wasn't the case. I messaged them directly to clear it up. They didn't have my full story, but they knew enough to see that you weren't good to me, and somehow N knew too before she ever even interacted with me. That's when things started to click, because this wasn't new behavior and had done this before. Turns out she had a reputation in your space, though I didn't know that then. I was still assuming someone, especially you, might step in and shut down the chaos. The account eventually explained their full intention. They wanted the truth out about you mostly, but also about N, for the cruel, manipulative shit she was doing in your community, inserting herself into the lives of the women you were connected to, digging, meddling, and twisting things. Okay, so there's a girl in his community that is his follower that he probably doesn't have a lot of association with. He's never mentioned her once. He's never talked about it once. I don't think he even interacts with her. So what are we talking about? Are you trying to blame someone and message you directly, try to paint her own version of the story, one where I was a problem and you were aware of what was happening, but you never asked me what was going on, never checked in, never even questioned why your name was suddenly tangled in quiet drama? Probably because a nigga didn't want to.
She outlined specifically at the end of part 3. This part I want to highlight.
I know not everyone will be ready to hear this. Some will deny, some will defend them, some will twist it into something it's not, but facing the truth is harder than holding on to the own version they were shown. People will say what they want. They always do. I didn't write this for them. I wrote this because I was there and they weren't, and that's the only difference that matters. Okay.
No, Cory allegedly.
Okay, so we already seen the video. So let me get this. Let me give you niggas the inside scoop of the truth, because I feel like the truth needs to be heard. She just wants clout. She was someone who was fucking on Cory and wanted clout. Some nigga in Cory's community got some information sent to Cory. Cory didn't even indulge in it. Why would he try to contact you? Probably didn't want to contact you. Look at you. Y'all niggas had history and whatever. This just sounds to me like a cry for attention, and it's working. This nigga's trending on Twitter for no reason because of a girl who piped the nigga. I don't like that. I think this woman is manipulative. I think she's evil, but I also think Cory's a piece of garbage. I think Cory's a garbage, but I don't think he's a need to be canceled garbage. I think this is just someone who tried to destroy a man's reputation, and that's it. She got mad because he didn't want nothing to do with her aside from fucking, and she tried to destroy the reputation. She's trying to blame him for her past trauma just because he decided to be like every other nigga and try to fuck. I got news for you, by the way, young lady. All those niggas supporting you on your TikTok, the niggas in particular, you give them the chance, they probably do the same thing. Because look at what you're introducing. Look at what you're bringing to your channel off the rip. If you're a creator, this is the first thing we're seeing is you and this. I don't know what this is called. Jockstraps? Is this what a jockstrap is? I don't know. But this is what we're seeing on your first interaction. So knock it off, because you're just being weird. You're just being parasocial, you're being weird, you're being an idiot. And most importantly, you're trying to garner sympathy and manipulate people just because you got hurt maybe a year or so ago. And then you're also trying to blame him for your TNBC in a way. You're trying to blame it like, oh, he didn't care. To which I need to see the message you sent. Show me the message you sent that nigga, because right now it's not looking good. To me, based off of your evidence, your information, you show me that you allow niggas to fuck you. And then when shit goes awry, you try to manipulate your own story to make it look better for you. Somebody sent him a message about you, a story about you. Why are you looking at a thoughts profile? Stop. I'm not going to go that far. Somebody sent you a message, right? Or somebody sent a message to him about you, painting a negative story, and he ignored it. So you went and made your own version of the story and posted it on the internet. You took a video of y'all just joking around together when y'all were in a happy state, a happy place in your relationship, and tried to twist it into something else that it wasn't. You're a piece of garbage. You're a terrible person. And this is probably not the first man that you tried. This is probably not the first person you've been with where you try to manipulate your story to something it wasn't.